Crypto Morning TA. Good morning, everybody. It's August 27th, 2021. My name's Piano Matty B. That's Scaramucci's, and this is your Morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing, all the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni bringing the data. The FOMO index is down slightly to 71 from yesterday's 75. And Nosy Miss Newsbaum social media market sentiment in a rent-controlled apartment in Queens is at 79%, which means every time people talk about Bitcoin, it has a 79% positivity rate. Today, DJ Expired Options will be playing his monthly residency at the abandoned Cinnabons by the airport. So we tend to see a little more volatility in an already volatile crypto market. It's a heavy call month, which means a lot of people have bet or have paid money to reserve or exercise a buy option at and around 50K. Now that's the max pain price, or the price at which the market maker pays out the least, and basically the majority of the bets expire worthless at 44K. And sometimes we have a tendency to suck up or down to whatever that max pain price is. And I know you're probably thinking, heavens to Murgatroyd, Matty B. Surely you don't think the market has some bad actors and manipulation in it? And to that I say, no, of course not. Bad actors and manipulation in the financial markets? Well, that would be a first. And that would be tiptoeing through the financial conspiracy theory gardens. And then I think, what is a seasoned trader if not a seasoned conspiracy theorist? Now, follow me on this one. After all, you're creating theories based on people conspiring to enter into buys and sells. And if there's enough confirmation that your theory has a high probability of playing out, your conspiracy theory has become conspiracy fact. That's why seasoned traders all share a healthy skepticism on virtually everything. Because when you watch the markets, which is like watching the psychology of the general population and how they react to virtually everything, you end up saving your judgment until you receive confirmation on all indicators. And there's a fine line between conspiracy theorist and reservation of judgment. So in a nutshell, I look for confirmation of information, and when I get it, I believe it. If there's not enough confirmation, I reserve judgment till I receive it. And if I don't receive it, I won't intellectually enter the trade, if I may be so bold. So when we see price action going to the max pain strike, where everything becomes worthless and the market makers cash in on the premiums more often than not, I think, well, isn't that darn tootin'? Over on the daily, we see price action was reaching out to the 200 moving average a couple times. Once here with a hi, how you doing? Then again with a hope all's well. Now you can see, in order to hit the max pain strike price, which majority of options expire worthless, we would have to see quite a dump. At which point you would have to say, well, isn't that darn tootin'? Now, if we go over to the weekly, we see the max pain price would be the soundtrack to my old wives' tale, that which once swing will get candlestick. Then I suppose at that point we could say that's the reason it hit the max pain price. Regardless of what happens with DJ Expired Option Show, once it's over, I expect to see price action jump up like a dog on a leash, barking at the mailman, and then you accidentally let the dog off the leash. That's what price action will look like this weekend. And like I've said before many times, Bitcoin loves to party on the weekend. And personally, that's one of the many reasons I love the crypto markets. 24/7 party. Weekends off? What? I mean, does the crypto market work in a steel smelting factory Monday to Friday? You need to rest on the weekend when that whistle blows? No. But the legacy financial system needs to, because they're old and tired. It's like an old folks' home run by 5 or 6 old banks who need to helicopter to the Hamptons to unwind from their 40 hours of manipulating the markets and stealing all the money from the middle class. Now, when you take a look at the 4-hour chart, we can see basically 20 hours of market Xanadu. Like, look at all these spinning tops. It's like an antique shop filled with spinning top candles all over the floor. I see this and I hear the slingshot being stretched back and that band getting tight and ready to explode after we let the dog off the leash and Bitcoin bites the mailman in the ass. I'll be keeping my eye on the ADA gang. After a pullback from all-time highs this week of $2.96, the band is tight and ready to explode. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the XRP army. They're like the oldest child that keeps getting hassled by the parents while all the other kids get away with everything. I personally would love to see a roller derby match between the ADA gang and the XRP army. Let me know who you think would come out on top. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected lead. That's right, it's a long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And it's Friday, so sing me out. 3, 4. Whoa. Chit, 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 ching. Have a great weekend, everybody.